So one of my favorite things to do when I'm frustrated is to go to the gym. So I'm going to the gym. Had a little bit of an annoying day. Definitely a lot of lessons. When I say lessons, I mean anytime I get that knot in my throat or that tie in my stomach, I know there's something that I need to look within myself and address. Or, you know, I need to stand up for little Nelly. Guess what? That happened today. And I'm really excited and proud of myself that I was able to catch it and dissect it, and I'll know how to moving forward. I'm co-parenting and it's difficult. When you look at the fact that you used to be like one with this person, you can imagine your life without this person. This person was your everything. You know, you get out of work and the first thing you want to do is go see this person. You come up on some money and the first thing you want to do is go spend it on this person. And now it's like, just to be near this person is so draining. To have to try to communicate, the lack of respect that you get now, ego that you have to fight with when it comes to this person. It's heartbreaking. But alas, here I am, going through it. So I dealt with like a little sticky situation with my children's father today, and I don't think he was intending on hurting me or disrespecting me, but all these years that I've been with him, about 9 years, I never stood up in the moments where I felt hurt or disrespected. I got quiet, I went inwards, and I was a child. I was a child about it. And now that I'm learning how to take inventory of what it is that I'm feeling, each individual feeling, guilt, resentment, so on and so forth, dissecting each individual feeling, taking it all the way back to childhood, to the first time I can remember feeling that individual feeling, healing it, and moving forward. I don't know what led me to say all that. I lost track of thought. In being able to do all these things, it's forcing me to grow up in the way that I needed to. I'm at the stage with the father of my children where I'm learning how to stand up for the little Nelly without being overly emotional or feeling the need to cry, getting upset, tripping over my words, losing my words. That's the worst thing. I promise you I do that all too often, where I'll have everything up here, and then in the moment of speaking to him, because I know he is an intellectual, that I begin tripping on my thoughts and my words, and I start running off, like just run-on sentences, losing my train of thought. I'm at a place where I'm learning how to properly communicate with anyone, let alone with him. Learning to communicate at the ripe old age of 36 is crazy. What was our parents doing? What was my parents doing? What did we learn in school? Like, why am I just not learning this? So I'm here at the gym. I'm gonna go ahead and blow some steam, get some sick pumps in. I've got my drink and I'm ready to go. So maybe I'll film inside. I don't know. It's been a while since I've even been in there. I don't know. We're just gonna see how I feel when I get in there. So I just finished getting in some sick pumps at the gym. I feel so much better. I look very greasy and disgusting, but I feel great. And I feel like I'm not done yet. I kind of want to go to the park and go for a walk and just be in nature. I think I'm due for that. It's been quite some time since I spent time with just me and nature, so we're off to the park. I promise you, there's nothing like going to the gym. For me at least, I feel my softest when I'm at the gym. I feel the most feminine, the most elegant, the strongest. I feel like I am unfuckwittable. Like, my ego is tamed, but I'm still that girl. No one can ever give me any kind of bullshit. when I have a regular gym routine. I don't want to hear it. All I want to hear is leveling up. So cheers to me going back to the gym today. It's been quite some time since I've been like actually in a routine, and that sucks for me because I spent about 2 years devoted to the gym, like just in the gym every day, 2 hours a day, doing some kind of work class, and then my lifting afterwards. I was in the best condition physically, mentally, everything. I don't want to say mentally, actually. That's a lie, because if I'm being perfectly honest, my reasoning in being in the gym at that time is because the father of my children left me for another woman, and this woman is what society would call chef's kiss. She has the physique of a goddess, hair down to her ass crack. She was very intellectual, she was smart, you know, everything that a man would want. And I felt very insecure coming out of a brand new mom body. I think my son might have been, 6 months old when all this happened. So definitely pushed me into the gym, and I started feeling good about myself. And whether that routine was toxic, right? Whether my gym routine was some kind of a cover-up or a bandage over something that I wasn't willing to address within myself, I haven't felt as good as I did when I went to the gym religiously. I was taking Spanish classes every day. I was just very proactive with myself, and I know that it was like me trying to prove to myself something, like some kind of self-worth. Though there's something that I have to dig up in that, I want to get back to that. I totally want to get back to that, but in a more self-fulfilling way, like not in a way of like trying to prove someone wrong or prove to someone that I can do this, that, or the other, or that I can be something. I want to do it for myself and for my daughter. I want to be a good example to my daughter. So cheers to my day back at the gym. It felt good to be in there. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it feels, every time I go back, it's like I never left. Like muscle memory, I feel like I'm that girl all over again immediately. So let's head to the park. It's 5 o'clock. He's probably gonna be bringing the kids home soon, so I want to just hurry up and get my time in with me and then head home. Taking a walk in the park is one of my favorite things to do. Direct sunlight. I love to hear the wind blowing in the trees. I love to feel connected to Mother Earth. I love to feel connected with Source. And there's no better way for me to feel connected than to be in the park all year round. Summer, winter, spring, fall. I feel like every season I have to have a park day at least once. Absolutely obsessed with nature. Like, who would not want to be a part of this? I'm actually really excited because they had these pathways closed for a while because they were like repaving. It was really rough. So they repaved and it looks gorgeous. They did all this beautiful pavement, and I choose to walk down the random dirt road. Word of the day, moral of the story is, when you feel that lump in your throat, when you feel that knot in your stomach, that's God's way of communicating with you that this is something you need to dig up. For me, that's a clear indicator that child Nelly needs help. Little Nelly needs attention. She needs a hug. She needs to fix this. She needs to be reminded how loved she is, how strong she is, how powerful she is, how much God loves her, how much Big Nelly loves her, how worthy she is. She needs to be reminded in that moment that her feelings matter, and she needs not be gaslit. When you feel these things coming up, don't gaslight yourself. Don't suppress it. Don't ignore it because you want to save face, or you don't want to stir up problems, or you don't want to be the one that's causing drama. Stand up and say that shit. Stand up and say no when you don't want to do something. Demand respect when you feel like people are giving you less than. Use your voice when you feel unheard. And if people choose to misunderstand you, if people choose to categorize you based off of their own perspectives, based off of their own traumas, their own issues that they haven't addressed, their own projections, let them have it. But you stand 10 toes strong on what you believe in, strong on who you are. Find out who you are first. Decide for yourself who you are, who you choose to be in this very moment. I gotta look around, make sure nobody's gonna jump out the bushes and attack me. But it is critical in this time of Earth's healing that you heal your younger self. You heal that little version of you. You hug that little version. Oh, bitch! I do nature, but I don't do spiders. So when there's spiders involved, baby, I'll punch a spider in the face. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. Sorry. My bad. But I'll punch a spider dead in the face. Never neglect yourself. Hug that little version of you who needs a hug. Tell them that they're worthy. They're beautiful. Their thoughts matter. Stand 10 toes strong on what you believe in, but never be so set that you neglect to see something from a different point of view. Stand 10 toes strong in your morals, but never be so narrow-minded that you can't see something from a different angle, or that you can't self-reflect and see if you could have shown up differently, if you could have had a different response, or if the response that you came with and showed up in was trauma trigger based. I love you, God loves you, and now it's time for you to love yourself.